Hey guys, how's it going? This is Collar bringing you another audio commentary, and this time I'm commenting on Boxer versus Chojja at the 2006 MSL round of 16. And this time I'm commenting on one specific game, not a whole series, because this game has one amazing play in it that actually made it onto the Pimpest plays list for 2006. It was actually the first place Pimpest play for the year, and I wanted to see what the circumstances of the game were leading up to it, and also I wanted to see Boxer in action, of course. Boxer needs no introduction. Chojja, his opponent, is an excellent Zerg player who, at this point, has one MSL title under his belt, and he's going for another here. And the map they're playing on is 8-15-3. It is a 4-player map with plateaus on all 4 corners where the mains are, and here we see Chojja spawning in blue at the 1 o'clock position, and Boxer spawning in white at the 7 o'clock position. Anyway, these main bases are connected to their natural expansions by a very thin ramp. It's a narrow ramp, which is sort of a new innovation at this point. The narrow ramp can be blocked by any unit. For example, if you have an SCV on it, Zerglings can't get past without destroying the SCV. So it also makes large units really hard to go up and down. In any case, I expect this map to be played a little bit like an island map in some ways, because there also are 4 island expansions at the 12, 3, 6, and 9 position. So I expect both players to be going more heavy for air units or for drop capacity. Especially Boxer, I expect him to continue with his usual dropship play, and he usually does go for dropships in pretty much every TVZ, so I do expect him to do that. And he's putting a supply depot there next to that narrow ramp, and that supply depot is going to do a great job in, if Boxer decides to wall it, and he's going to be able to just wall in almost completely. The Zerglings, I think, can only go up one at a time, and it would just be very hard to rush him. In any case, while not much is going on right now, yeah, this is, I'm pretty much out of ideas for historical series that I want to do, because I just wanted to do a sampling of some of my favorite players, and I've done a lot of them. So if you guys have any other series you'd like to suggest from the past, let me know. Or any specific games, like just one game that you thought was really interesting, or you've heard of that was quite famous, let me know, give me a link, and I'll see if I have time to comment on them. And here we're seeing Chojja going for a 12 hatchery here at his natural expansion. And yeah, I mean, I expect Chojja to be going for Mutalisks this round. Hydralisks or Lurkers would be really hard to play unless you got drop capacity, and it would just be easier to go for a Mutalisk harass on this type of map. And Boxer cleverly is putting the SCV right on their ramp, so nothing can get past that. There can be no scout from the ground. And now Chojja's getting a spawning pool here. Fairly standard for now, and Boxer's getting 2 barracks actually. Actually no, a barracks in the command center. So he's going for a fast expansion actually. This will negate the fact that he has a ramp. Basically, he will be on open ground, and the ramp won't help him anymore. But perhaps he assumes that Chojja's going to go for a fast expand, not go for a rush, so it's safe for him to do so. And Chojja actually getting his gas right now before he's getting his 3rd hatchery, so we might be seeing a faster tech build from him. Perhaps a 2 hatchery build instead of getting his 3rd hatchery. And since Boxer's getting his expansion done really early, Chojja's going to have to go on the attack soon in order to balance the economic game out, because Boxer's going to have an economic lead with 2 bases compared to 2 hatcheries and 2 bases for Chojja. And here, Chojja is, definitely not putting down his 3rd hatchery yet. I expect him to upgrade to lair then pretty soon, and there it is, there's the lair upgrading. So he's going for a 2 hatchery tech build here. We could either see Lurkers or Mutalisks, and I'm expecting Mutalisks, really fast Mutalisks to come out. And Boxer getting his 2nd barracks now, he's also mining gas. So I expect Boxer to be going for a fairly standard Medic Marine build here. And the last series I just did was Boxer versus Yellow in 2001, and just looking at Boxer now in 2006, his playstyle is so different different. And of course, Yellow versus Chojja, I mean, the playstyle is so different from back then. Back then, if you watch the previous series, you'll see StarCraft was much less about macro management, much more about micro. There was fewer expansions, early expands. In the last series, I mean, Yellow and Boxer fought like 2 rounds where they were just one base against one base, like the entire game for 20 minutes. You know, no expansions and just pure micromanagement. So we're seeing here more of a standard game, although Chojja is mixing it up here by not getting a third hatchery and going quicker for tech. In any case, Boxer getting some more supply depots below his ramp, actually, interesting enough. I think he's trying to make a conduit that Zergling's about to run through if they want to go up the ramp, and he's got his academy finishing here, and it looks like, yeah, Chojja is getting a Spire right now, so we're going to be seeing some fast Mulisks here. We'll see if Boxer can respond, and I feel like he can. He's going for a fairly safe Terran build, Medic Marine build, and if he just puts up some turrets, I think he'll be able to react pretty well. And Chojja actually has no ground forces, so he's relying on this sunken colony to help defend here. And yeah, Boxer getting his engineering bay right now. And that's going to help him defend, of course, putting a couple of turrets. Chojja actually is moving his Overlord to the north here. I'm not sure why. They're focusing on that. Yeah, so expect a fast Mulisk harass. We'll see how effective it is. But if it's not effective, he's going to be really far behind. And Chojja actually putting a Zergling up that ramp. Very cleverly, actually, making it seem as if he was going to go and he had an expansion there. So making Boxer waste a comsat there. And now Chojja's putting down 2 more sunken, so he's going to have 3 sunken colonies. And that's the only thing that's defending for him right now. We'll see if he decides to go for a Lurker build after he builds his Mulisk, if he gets a den and then starts making Lurkers. Those sunkets are going to prevent Boxer from scouting his base, though. And now he's getting, Chojja's getting his 3rd hatchery in his own base. And he's going to have 6 Mulisks popping out pretty soon. Boxer's has a good-sized Medic Marine force here, but it's probably not going to be enough to be able to break through 3 Sunkens. And Boxer getting a missile turret sort of in left field there in his base. Yeah, so I wonder if... ooh, what's this going? What's going on here? Oh, okay, Chojja's actually loading up his Overlord with a couple of drones, and like I said, this map is almost an island map in that there's 2 expansion bases, 4 expansion bases rather, that are island only, and so now Chojja has gotten drop capacity, and he's going to be expanding at both those locations, it seems. So he's trying to recoup the early loss, I guess not the loss, but the slow economic start he had by expanding twice here. And now we're seeing his Mulisks flying out, not engaging Boxer, seeing that large Medic Marine force. And Chojja's dropped 3 drones at each of these locations here, at the 12 o'clock island and the 3 o'clock island. And Boxer is just continuing to pump Marines. He's got 4 barracks going on here. He's going to be in a good position here to go out for a push if he wants to. But, I mean,